Hey everybody, welcome to the BabyLock Ovation Serger manual. Now let's say you don't want to cut your fabric. So let's say you're serging along and you want to position the fabric so the knife is not gonna cut the edge. But it's lined up right with the edge of my presser foot. All right, and then I'm gonna just start serging. Let's see if it picks that up. And it is picking it up. And honestly, I'm disappointed. I really wanted to find a fabric that I could say, wow, I can't get it to feed underneath the presser foot all by itself because I have this nifty little tip. So I'm gonna pretend that this fabric does not feed under the presser foot so I can show you what to do. And this is a great tip for all brands of serger. So if you're working with a serger that doesn't have feed teeth that are so far forward of the needles, this may actually come in handy more often for you. All right, so what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna cut myself about a 1/2 inch strip of muslin, about 1/2 inch. And I'm not being fancy, it looks like that. Okay, so it's just a little strip of muslin. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that muslin and I'm gonna pin it to my hard to feed fabric. Okay, I wanna position it where it's gonna catch on this far left feed dog, but it's not going to get caught in the stitching because I'm gonna use this as a lead-in for my hard to feed fabric, and I wanna be able to remove it as soon as I get that fabric in there so it's not in my stitching. Because if I use a lead-in and it gets sewn onto my garment fabric, that's a pain. So I'm gonna actually position it a little bit off to the side, and then I'm gonna pin it in place. And the way I'm gonna pin it is I'm just gonna put my pin in so I can easily get it out. So it looks like that. Okay, so I've got my lead-in fabric, I've got one pin, and I've got it positioned so it's at least 3/8 of an inch away from the edge because that's the distance between the knife and the left needle. So you want to make sure you're at least 3/8 of an inch in. So now what I can do is I can lift my presser foot, I can pivot this up, I can stick this in here, and whether or not you're cutting your fabric or not, you can use this method. So you can move it over or you can, get it into position. Let's not cut the fabric on this sample. So you can see I've got the lead-in fabric under the presser foot. I'm gonna put that down. And now notice what happens when I start pressing on it. My blue fabric, let's put it even farther away, hold on. All right, see my blue fabric hasn't even gotten to the feed dogs yet, but watch what happens. All right, so as soon as I can see that the hard to feed fabric has reached the needles, I'm gonna make sure the needles are in the down position. I'm gonna raise my presser foot. I'm gonna take the pin out and I'm just gonna remove my lead-in fabric, and then I can continue serging. All right, so that's my tip for hard to feed fabrics. Please post your comments below or you can visit my blog at Stern Designs. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this series of videos. I just want to take a minute and thank everybody who has post comments. I'm getting email questions, which I love. If you have questions, please feel free to send them along. They will show up in the series of videos. As a matter of fact, I got a question about feeding silk jersey in the serger, and I hope that this actually answers that question. I got another question about sewing cover hem, and I will be getting to that. So please, post your comments. If you like the video, just click like, because then I know I'm on the right track. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the BabyLock Ovation Serger Manual.